Welcome back. Providing safe, wholesome, and nutritious beef is the goal of all cattlemen. And now, more than ever, consumers want more information about the practices behind the beef they feed to their families. Cattleman to Cattleman reporter Matt Fleck visits Larned, Kansas, where Ward Feed Yard is participating in a farmed fork assurance program called Progressive Beef that helps them meet that consumer demand.
Progressive Beef is a comprehensive quality control program, food safety, animal health, and sustainability. Those are the overarching goals that we're trying to accomplish and ensure. On the ground, it's a way for us to measure daily what we're doing and what exactly the steps are that we need to ensure that we're doing properly in order to deliver a quality product.
We're proud of the way we produce beef here at Ward Feed Yard. And Progressive Beef is a program that verifies the documentation of that process of how we produce that good beef.
Ward Feed Yard saw an opportunity to improve the value of their beef while building improved consumer trust. After becoming certified in the Progressive Beef program from Pfizer Animal Health, Ward Feed Yard has developed a quality product that everyone on the operation is proud to stand behind.
The three biggest benefits of Progressive Beef would be, first and foremost, that the operation is doing all they can to ensure there's a safe and wholesome product on the plate of consumers. Secondly, it offers employees in the feed yard the opportunity to truly understand how what they do matters, and everything that they have in their role impacts the output and the safety of our food supply. And finally, the Progressive Beef program potentially offers opportunities for producers to market their cattle and differentiate themselves in today's marketplace.
Consumers want a safe, wholesome product on their table. We feel that consumer just expects to have a product that's safe, that it was produced humanely, and part of Progressive Beef is animal welfare and animal handling procedures that we take here at Ward Feed Yard.
Historically, food safety has been thought of as a packer or a retail issue to be dealt with, but this program allows operators to ensure that they do everything they can to help sustainability and profitability of their operation.
By having Progressive Beef, it allows us to recheck ourselves. It gives you kind of a standard, that's how I would say it. We can always have something to fall back on and look at and see if we're doing our job.
We've got passionate people that are passionate about producing good beef. They care a lot about their job, they care a lot about the animals, and they care a lot about the product they produce.
Progressive Beef is a farm-to-fork assurance program designed to meet consumer demand for safe, wholesome beef. Chris and his team at Ward Feed Yard wanted to provide a better product to consumers. The Progressive Beef program offered a comprehensive way to accomplish their goals.
We think it's an important program to our operation, not only to the efficiency of our operation, but also it just allows us to help verify and document that we do produce a safe, wholesome, nutritious product that goes to the consumer.
The Progressive Beef program encompasses all areas of the feed yard, including cattle health, feed manufacturing, feed delivery. The program gives the operator of the feed yard the peace of mind that what he is expecting to happen is actually happening on the feed yard.
Progressive Beef allows feedlots to record and track best practices currently in place on the operation through a tailored set of standard operating procedures, or SOPs. In order to meet Progressive Beef requirements, the SOPs also allow operations to implement practices that are not currently in place.
The standing operating procedures were developed by producers in conjunction with experts in the field, such as veterinarians and animal welfare specialists. The SOPs themselves are customizable depending on the feed yard. However, the standard that they're tied to does not change.
Heather Donnelly, Director of Quality Assurance for the Beef Marketing Group, says the program is intended to complement existing beef quality assurance practices at feed yards.
The main goals for developing the SOPs were really to provide a foundation or a base for our production practices and what we do, and to focus on the areas of food safety, animal welfare and sustainability. And most of the time, once we get into a feed yard and conduct the risk assessment, we realize they may be doing some of this stuff already and have some of the records, but there may be holes or missing pieces, and we help fill in those with the Progressive Beef program and just make everything one continuous circle that everything flows together.
Progressive beef is worthwhile, and we think it adds value for the customer. Basically, it's not changing your practices that you do, it's just documenting and verifying that every procedure and every standard operating procedure happens every day.
The biggest benefit I've seen with Progressive Beef is the records. By having the maintenance records, we can keep everything running smoothly so we have no interruptions.
Keeping everything running smoothly also means bringing new employees up to speed with the Progressive Beef standards.
But also, Progressive Beef helps us in training our employees to do these practices. When we get a new employee, they may or may not have an ag background, a feedlot background. So standard operating procedures just tell us step by step how to process an animal that goes through the chute, how to doctor an animal that goes through the chute, how to feed it, how to batch the feed.
The staff that are responsible for a particular operation, they become very well acquainted with what the steps are in that process, and they learn what they need to measure, and they take measurements and record those in logs every day, and we're able to look back and see how well we're doing.
Keeping records of daily operations are only part of the picture. Third-party auditors ensure the feed yard is living up to the standards of the Progressive Beef program.
We do internal audit annually. Then we also have an external audit annually as well. And so we have a third party that comes in, helps us evaluate and make sure that it is verified that we are producing beef the way we say we're producing it.
The third party verification of the program is really key and a unique feature in that we have someone that is not affiliated with the organization or the feed yards coming in and really verifying that we are doing what we say we are doing and making sure that that feed yard is meeting the Progressive Beef standard. I think it's really important for cattle operations to consider what animal welfare programs that they have, because today more than ever consumers and people that are not affiliated with what we do, they want to know what's happening here and that the cattle are being well cared for.
In addition to the cattle welfare improvements, Chris Burris says the program became an easy way for him to make his product stand out to consumers.
Progressive Beef is an easy program to adopt. One of the biggest reasons we joined the Progressive Beef program is that we feel that we can provide a product that's differentiated from regular commodity beef, and hopefully consumer will recognize that and pay more for that product.
There's a big added value because we're able to show what actual production practices are being done here and what their tie is to the end result.
Ward Feed Yard relies on the Progressive Beef program, as well as the passion of their employees, to ensure the beef they are producing is safe, wholesome, and nutritious.
It's very important to have everybody on the whole Ward Feed Yard team part of the Progressive Beef program. Everybody believes, and not only believes, but they're passionate about the Progressive Beef program. If somebody doesn't believe in a program, it's not going to work. And this is a place where folks are passionate enough about producing a safe, wholesome product that they understand that Progressive Beef is a program that helps them accomplish that.
Reporting from Larned, Kansas, I'm Matt Fleck for NCBA's Cattleman to Cattleman.
If you'd like to learn more about the Progressive Beef program, head to cattlemantocattleman.org, visit Pfizer Animal Health online at pfizerah.com, or you can contact your local Pfizer Animal Health representative. We'll be right back.